Welcome to Humphreys Highlight and our focus on the beautiful waterways of our fabulous country. I think particularly at the moment, coming out of lockdown and the sun is shining, and we love to focus on all the things that you can do on the beautiful waterways of our country. So let me just share this screen and let's have a think about all of the different things that are available to us. So how do we make the most of our waterways? Well, we had to start with rowing. Henley is the centre of the universe as far as rowing is concerned, playing host to the fabulous Henley Royal Regatta. And there are all sorts of different options. If you want something really rather sedate and lovely and traditional, then we will be very happy to host you at the world famous Leander Club, which has won more Olympic medals than any other club, sports club apparently in the world. And you can enjoy a guided tour with one of our Olympic medalists, so you'll get the real inside track of what it's like. And the other option is to get out onto the water yourself and enjoy a leisurely or slightly more competitive, depending on your requirements, but you can have a fabulous lesson on the water. And the absolute ultimate, which we will happily talk to you about, involves the beautiful Royal Row Barge, Gloriana. Now we're going to share a few itineraries with you, and we will send these as part of the information that we're sent through. Obviously everything is completely variable and flexible, but here is just one of the itineraries that we will be happy to arrange for you. Now you might trying something a little bit different and just go canoeing or kayaking, because there are some beautiful little side streams and so on of the rivers where you can have a lovely, very quiet, peaceful time out on the river. We'll give you some good directions and send you off to a lovely pub, traditional pub, if you'd like some lunch. But this is sort of the feeling that you can enjoy as you're pootling off with a group of friends, or just a couple of you, or just on your own if you want complete peace and quiet. It really is just magical. And on a quiet day, quiet sunny day like we've got today, it's a lovely thing to do, to get so close to the water. Now, something that has really taken off this year, and we are seeing so many of these boards out on the river, and I've even tried it a couple of times, and it's amazingly easy. Actually, you can stand up pretty quickly, and it's glorious. You feel so up close and personal with the water. So again, depending what sort of thing you would like to do, we can choose the venue for you, turn up with your paddleboard, with your picnic, with your instructor, or just send you off on your own to do it if that's what you choose. But it's lots of fun and highly recommended if you haven't done it before. Now, we have a bit of a bias perhaps towards Oxford, because we're only about 15 miles down the road, but obviously punting is very traditional of Cambridge as well. And there are various other places to punt around the countryside. But again, whether you choose a chauffeured punt, or have somebody do all the hard work for you while you sit there with a glass of something nice in your hand, the choice is yours. But it's a wonderfully slow thing to do, and a fabulous perspective from which to see the beautiful English countryside. And again, as always, we'll happily arrange a lovely pub lunch or a picnic if you just want to stop on the riverside and enjoy something nice to eat. Now, obviously, the UK is an island nation, and there are some wonderful sailing opportunities. There's even some just down the river from here, and also down near Bristol and Bath. So there are a number of riverside sailing opportunities, or just a quick whiz down to the coast, down to the Solent, and so on, and you can get out there onto the water, or even over to the Isle of Wight. And if you love sitting back and watching others do all the hard work, Cows Week is always guaranteed. Obviously, sadly not happening this year, but we'll certainly be back on track from August 2021, and we'll be delighted to arrange a wonderful visit to Cows Week for you. Now, something that's, again, has really taken off, a bit like the paddleboarding, is open water swimming. And Henley, amazingly, plays host to 4 of the main events throughout the year. Not surprisingly, they're over the summer months, starting in June. And running through to August. There's a slightly shorter one, which is the club to pub, which is great fun and ends up, funnily enough, at a pub, and you'll have a celebratory drink. Alternatively, you can do the longest one, which is the bridge to bridge, which is about 16 kilometres from Henley Bridge to Marlow Bridge, and it's absolutely phenomenal. And we can show you just some of the footage here, as you see some of the swimmers heading down down the regatta course. This one is, and you can see the finishing line at the end of Temple Island. And this always happens on the Saturday before regatta, which is just lovely. Alternatively, I should have said, you can also obviously do a fabulous private experience, and we'll take you to a lovely quiet area for even if you just want a guide or a lesson. It's entirely up to you. Now, one of the wonderful pieces of history is our industrial heritage and the development of all of the canals and so on. And the lovely thing is, now they may not be there for a working reason, but they're certainly there for us to enjoy. And whether you just want maybe a few hours in a day just to have a bit of a pootle down a canal, again, a pub lunch if you choose, or if you fancy heading off for 2 days or a week or even longer, we can plan the route with you and make sure that you've got everything that you could possibly want. And some of the narrow boats now, I mean, some of the more modern, larger ones are quite incredible. So wonderful if there's just 2 of you, or a larger group. The choice is yours to go for. Now, we're real fans of river cruising because we're lucky enough here in Henley to be right on the river. So getting out there and pootling up and down is one of our favourite things to do in the summer. We can happily arrange river cruising for you wherever you are in the country, and we really do recommend it because it's so slow and beautiful, and we only work with the very best skippers. So you'll learn the history and the story and the anecdotes and all of the wonderful things that go alongside living by the river. And again, you can set out for a few days if you choose, and we'll make sure you've either got a good cabin on board, or we can book you into places en route. Or if you just fancy 2 or 3 hours, a lovely champagne afternoon tea, and you sit back and just take in all of the scenery. It's utterly magical. And this is one of our favourite routes. This is on the river just in Henley, and I'm lucky enough to walk down there most mornings on my morning dog walk, so you can see how lovely it is. And it's just so incredibly relaxing, whether the sun's setting or whether it's high in the sky. It's absolutely wonderful. I don't think you can beat it, really. And again, we will happily combine it with a classic car tour through the countryside before you go and meet your river cruise for a lunch and a cruise, or just pop out for a couple of hours. The choice is entirely up to you, but we'll plan it to fit in with whatever you're doing. So that's been a rapid trip through all of your options to enjoy the waterways. There's lots more information across the website, our YouTube channel, and so on. So please do subscribe, and then you'll make sure you don't miss any of the options. But if you love being on the water, in the water, or just by the water, just let us know, give us a call, and we will make it happen for you wherever you choose to be. Thanks so much.